Welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to get my feed all done here, or running, so I can see what's going on here. Let's see, here we are on the page. There I am. Okay. We're up and running. That's good. Let's see who's on. Doug Allman is on with us. All right. Sorry, Doug, if you've been on my show or seen it before. I always seem to run late. Not that I'm trying to, just trying to get everything together here. It's, for me, sometimes it's very hectic. I have a lot of requests here, over 50, 60 requests. So when that happens, it's just a lot of work to organize. You know, I can't just come in here and jump on. Hey, Ernie Vasquez, good to see you. Thomas, how are you, man? Jeannie Harvey's on with us. Sylvia Grovis. All right, that's some good people here. Rob Fortier. Nancy Peppers, how are you, Nancy? Speaking of Nancy Peppers, let's pop a beer here and get things going. Sandy Harris, how are you, hon? All right, thanks, Nancy Peppers. Looks like Babes is on, and hopefully Mona's on with her too. Gabby, how's it going, Gabby? Hello, who got it? Robert Bowdens. All right, here, cheers, everybody. Cindy Smith, welcome to your show. Thank you, dear. Well, welcome to our show. Tricia Lou Ryan, how are you? Okay, Adrian Kano, hey man. Adrian and me went to school together. Jeff Birdwell, was that Jeff or Jason? Well, it went by a little too quick. I didn't see it. Mario Waxman, hey brother. Watching us from Steinbach. Pia is on with us. Cindy says pros. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate that. Roy Wilson is on. Anybody watch Roy's show last night? Unfortunately, I was moving my good friend Kylie's stuff. Hey, Eileen. Good to see you on here. I was moving Susan Rose. One of my good friends, her house is sort of in the path of where the fire is coming, so we had to move a bunch of her stuff, and probably have to move more stuff again today as well. But she wants to get, you know, all her personal stuff, like family photos and art and different things that they have. Hey, Donna Sodders. So they wanted to get all that stuff moved. So it's just really important to do that. So I went over there by myself yesterday and I moved all that stuff. Anyways, I'm sorry. I got a lot going on in my brain at this second. Let me grab a guitar here. And I see people's names coming by and I'm thinking, oh, they want to hear this, oh, they want to hear that. Do I remember how to play this? How to play that. It's a little hectic for me, especially since I really haven't had that much time to prep. And here we are. Ron Rosen. Debbie Van Slice is on. Too fun. Smoke is back in Monrovia. When I drove in here this morning, it's everywhere. But the good news is that if the smoke is in here that's going to help make the fire not get so big, because when the wind blows, it makes it a lot worse. Alright. Looks like we're up and running. I want to start with a song for, it says, Ness Grigsby, dedicated to her mom, Sylvia Smith. And this is a song that her mom likes a lot. It's one of her favorites. And she'd like to dedicate this to her. So your daughter's dedicating a song to you, Sylvia. And I'm going to start with that right now. And it's called Your Lovin'. Some people got everything. Everybody needs something. I'm not asking for fancy things. All I want is your loving. But don't give me no diamond rings. Just your kissing and your hugging. 'Cause I'm a fool for those simple things. All I want is your loving. Well, sitting there thinking what I'd like to say. Every time I see you passing by my way, dreaming of you lying here next to me. Just to think about it, give me ecstasy. I ain't want to ask for much. I just need your tender touch. That's enough. That's enough for me. Well, some people got everything. Everybody needs something. I'm not asking for fancy things, hey girl. All I want is your loving. Give me no diamond rings. Just your kissing and your hugging. I'm a fool for those simple things. All I want is your loving. Handsome Laura Rawls on with us. Handsome Wade Durham. We got two handsome men on there. On the feet today, boys and girls. Willie Bob was doing laundry today. Well, baby, it's so easy just to know you're there. Someone to believe in, a reason to care. Hey, Shirley, even if you tell me you don't want to be mine, I'm gonna love you till the end of time. I ain't want to ask for much. I just need your tender touch. That's enough. That's enough for me. That's right, Doug. Some people got everything. Everybody needs something. I'm not asking for fancy things. All I want is your loving. Yeah. Give me no diamond rings. Just your kissing and your hugging. I'm a fool for those simple things. All I want is your loving. People got everything. Everybody needs something. I'm not asking for fancy things. All I want is your loving. Yeah. Don't give me no diamond rings. Just your kissing and your hugging. I'm a fool for those simple things. All I want is your loving. That goes out to Sylvia Smith. And from her daughter. Ness. Thank you so much for that, dear. That's very nice of you. Sylvia is a good friend of ours and is always on there hanging out with us. And when we're in Holland, we usually hang out with her too. Teresa Beebe's on. She says she's on with Trusette. Well, that's fabulous. Teresa Beebe, let's do a little Standing on a Rock. Throw it your way. Send us out to Eileen Fine as well. And I'm standing on a rock. I ain't going nowhere. I'm standing on a rock. And I ain't gonna move. I got something to live for. Got something to prove. I'm standing on a rock. And I ain't gonna move. It's a hard way to live in. Your heart is true. You can see right through me, but I ain't a fool. So don't give me no trouble. Don't tell me lies. I'm believing in something you're gonna get by. I'm standing on the rock. I ain't going nowhere. I'm standing on the rock. And I ain't gonna move. I got something to live for. Got something to prove. I'm standing on the rock. And I ain't gonna move. You might be how that fine, that pain. You might be driving fast cars. Some people always do the right thing. Some people know just who they are. I'm standing on the rock. Hey, Deborah Lisa, I ain't going nowhere. I'm standing on the rock. And I ain't gonna move. I got something to live for. Got something to prove. And I'm standing on the rock. And I ain't gonna move. Everybody dance now. Well, you might be having fun that pain. You might be driving fancy cars. Some people always do the right thing. Some people know just who they are. I'm standing on the rock. I ain't going nowhere. I'm standing on the rock. And I ain't gonna move. I got something to live for. Got something to prove. I'm standing on the rock. But it ain't gonna move. I'm standing on the rock. But it ain't gonna move. I'm standing on the rock. And I ain't gonna move. Who's that? Teresa Beebe, Eileen Fine, and Tricia, Trusette, excuse me. You guys, I'm glad you guys are watching. I know Trusette's been doing some interview things, and she's asked me to do one. I haven't even responded, but we should do one. I'd like to do one with you. I know you did one with Kenny Aronoff already, so maybe we can make that happen. Sounds good here. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for being on here. Debbie Symes. Hey, look at that. Right on, Debbie Symes. Nice to see you, dear. I think my sister's on here. Say hi. You can probably say hi to her. I've known Debbie Symes all the way back to the Hanover Saloon days. That's back in the 80s. Hey, Sherry Alwade is on with us from Viva Las Vegas, from Vegas. Thank you, Doug. Hugh Scott is on with us too. You guys see Doug on here with us. You know, Doug used to play drums for Ricky Nelson at one point as well. I don't know Ricky Nelson. I never say it. I always say Rick Nelson. I always call my brother Rick too. And most of his friends did the same. But when we kind of got in the music business, it kind of went to Ricky. Interesting kind of stuff. Okay. Let's see here. I'm supposed to do Woman's Touch for Mona. Got my boots up on the table. Got the game turned around. Spilled a drink on the carpet. It ain't nothing to worry about. Just my little 3-room apartment. I don't really need that much. This place sure could use a warm touch. Yeah, the guys are coming over. That's our poker night. Play some cards and tell jokes. Maybe watch the fights. They'll go home to their families. I try to pick things up. This place sure could use a warm touch. Yeah, well, careful white lace curtains, pretty pictures in the hall, scented candles in the bedroom, making shadows on the wall. Leaving notes that say I love you. Didn't used to mean that much. This place sure could use a warm touch. Yeah, this place sure could use a warm touch. Who's that to you, Mama? Darcy Tharp was on with us tonight, this afternoon. Hey Darcy, how are you, dear? Nice to see you on here with everybody. Darcy's such a good, positive person. It's always good to have her around. She's very contagious to make everybody else feel good. Sylvia, the other Sylvia's on. Woman's Touch, love it. Thank you, Sylvia. Appreciate that. Sean is on as well. That's Robert Bowden's mama. Is on with us, and we've got lots of good people on here. Willie Pop, well, I think I said something about her laundry already. Eileen Fine. Hey Eileen, we just played Standing on a Rock. I think you might have missed it. So if you just got on, we'll do this other one for you. Very old friend, came by today. Prettiest fingers anywhere. and they said goodbye. He was gone, the words every time. All else was left to cry. Oh, do you believe that yesterday this girl was 10 miles from me? She'd be mine eternally, and Marie's her name. Mavis Plain, Marie's her name. Mary King, Mavis Plain, oh, Marie's her name. Mavis Plain, Marie's her name. Mavis Plain. Goes out to you, Eileen Fine. Thanks for being on here. All right. It's also, this is Red Simpson cup that I'm drinking out of, and it's David Simpson's birthday, I think. Is it tomorrow? David, let's see here. David's birthday is Saturday. 9/26. David's birthday. Let's all sing happy birthday to David. Right now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you. David is the son of Red Simpson. Red Simpson is a singer-songwriter from Bakersfield, and wrote a lot of really, really big songs. And I'm going to do one in a little while as dedication for David. He wrote Truck Driving Man, a lot of songs, Hello, I'm a Truck. He wrote Highway Patrol. There's a lot of really, really great songs that he wrote, and beautiful ones too. I'll probably sing a ballad, probably, I think, because I like some of the ballads that he's written. Right now, I got to do a song for Susie Van Slice. She asked for It's Just a Matter of Time. And I didn't know exactly what she meant when she said that, because there's a couple of songs called Just a Matter of Time. The other one's called Matter of Time. This is a song that always had, I went, it's a matter of time before I go back there. Matter of time before I go home. It's a long way, I know, and going ain't easy. Should see me again. It's a matter of time. That's an Elvis song. That's what I thought she wanted at first. Reverend Tom is on with us. Tom, how are you, brother? It's good to see you on here. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us again. But she wanted a song. I think, let's see what key would I do this in. On here. Let's see if I can do this. I know the song. I know the song by Brooke Benton. And I think she was talking about Sonny James has a version of it. I think that's what. So I'll look it up real quick. Angel Williams is on with us, folks. She wants to hear True Love Ways. I'll do that for you, Angel. Hang in there, dear. Anyways, she wanted this. So I know Brooke Benton did it. Actually, I think Randy Travis did a version of it too at one point. Well, someday, well, some way, you'll realize that you've been blind. Yes, darling, you're gonna need me again. It's just a matter of time. Go on, go on. Till you reach the end of the line. 'Cause darling, you're gonna pass my way again. It's just a matter of time. After I gave you everything I had, you laughed and called me a clown. Remember, in your search for fortune and fame, what goes up must come down. I know, yes I know, that one day you wake up and find that my love is a true love. That's just a matter of time. After I gave you everything I had, you laughed and called me a clown. Just remember, in your search for fortune and fame, what goes up must come down. I know, yes I know, that one day you wake up and find that my love is a true love. It's just a matter of time. There you go. That goes out to Susie Van Slice, by the way. She wanted to hear that. That's a really cool tune. I have to play It's Such a Pretty World for Tina Dolding, and Marilee Tadler dedicates this song to all the people in the J.I. family for supporting her when she just went through this back surgery, and now she's in her recovery. And Marilee Tadler is one of our good friends that hangs out with us at Godmother's out in San Pedro on Sundays when we do those Sunday chicken shit bingo things. Anyways, she wants to dedicate Pretty World to everybody that's on here supporting her. And I think that's really, really cool of you for doing that. And also, Tina Golding wants to hear it. We're going to send this out also to our good friend Carolyn. And let me play that for you right now. My cousin, one of a couple of my cousins are on here right now, I think. Who's on here? Then I just see somebody come flying by through here. Well, I'll see it here in a minute. The feed just goes so fast. It's hard for me to see who's on here the whole time. Anyways, let's do this song here for Tina, Carolyn, and for Marilee Tadler as a dedication to everybody here. It's such a pretty world today. Look at the sunshine. Every day's the same since I'm with you. Well, it's such a pretty world today, knowing that you're mine. Happiness is being close to you. And though the rain may fall, my sky rain may fall, my skies will all be blue. By the closing of the sun will come shining through. Well, it's such a pretty world today. Look at the sunshine. Today and every day since I'm with you. Today and every day since I'm with you. Thank you, Marilyn, for dedicating that to everybody. And that's very, very sweet of you to do. Very, very thoughtful. Let's see. Gabby's asked for a song called Hello Again. I don't know what that is, Hello Again. That does not ring a bell for me. So maybe you can let me know what that is. It's a Matter of Time. That was also supposed to be sent out. Oh no, that was for Susie. I see. There's a couple other things here. I'm crossing my lines. Well, we want to thank Veronica for making a beautiful list. I go through all the stuff and read everybody's notes to me, and then Veronica will, at her work, she'll type out a whole list for me, and it's very, very organized. Too bad I wasn't. And so I work off of that to kind of get through what we're doing. Anyways, Debbie Van Slice has asked for a song called If We Never Meet Again, The Side of Heaven. Now that's a Ricky Van Shelton song. And Ricky Van Shelton, I'm sure a lot of you guys that are on here probably remember who he is. Peggy, that's who's on. My cousin Peggy gave her all. Hey Peggy, who got it? All right, it's good to see her. Good to see you on here, dear. Thanks for hanging out. I hope everything's good with the family and everybody over there. Anyways, this song, Ricky Van Shelton. So he had like 3 or 4 albums in a row that were just so good. And this is back in the mid 80s, about 86, 87, 88, 89. Those were the years where Ricky Van Shelton was really hot. And for me, it was good because he had a really good, distinctive voice, very strong voice, and I really liked the way he sang and the material that he picked. He picked some old traditional stuff and then some newer stuff, and so I was really into Ricky Van Shelton. My mom was in his fan club. My mom, was just my folks were both just really into country music, and my mom was in his fan club. She had one of those cardboard cutouts of Ricky Van Shelton that she had in her house. I'd come over and see life-size cardboard cutout of Ricky Van Shelton. So we were doing a show. I was working with Rosie Flores and I had just written Crying Over You. Rosie was on a show at the Pacific Amphitheater out in Orange County, and the bill was George Jones, Ricky Van Shelton, Rosie Flores. So we were in the dressing room, and I didn't know that much about Ricky Van Shelton until I sort of was on that show with him. And I said something to my mom, hey, last night, because we played the night before, we played at, what's the name of that venue? It's up in LA, it's an open air venue. We had done that with George Jones and Ricky Van Shelton. Rosie had done that show. And I said to my mom the next day, because I invited her to the show, her and my dad, to the show at the Pacific Amphitheater. I said, yeah, this guy, Ricky Van Shelton. She goes, oh, I love Ricky Van Shelton. I'm in his fan club. I'm like, you are? She goes, oh, yeah. And he had his albums. So I'm backstage with Rosie, and we're kind of hanging out. I think we had gone over to see George Jones for a while and hung out with him in his little trailer. I've talked about hanging out with George Jones, I think, before. So come back to the dressing room and I'm hanging out there and I walk in and there's Ricky Van Shelton standing by himself. I walked over, hey Rick. I said, how's it going? Introduced myself and he knew I was there with Rosie and that I had written Crying Over You and was on the charts at the time too. And I said to him, you know my mom's big fan of yours. He goes, oh, is that right? I said, yeah. And he goes, is she here today? I said, matter of fact, she is here today. He says, where is she? I go, she's over in our dressing room. He goes, well, let's go over there and say hi to her. So Ricky Van Shelton comes with me over to the other dressing room, and my mom's in there sitting down with my dad, and I walk in the door and I say, hey Mom, I brought someone to see you. And my mom stands up, she goes, oh hi Ricky. And it was the coolest thing. He walks over and he meets my mom, and they're talking, and he says to her, hey Ellen, so what songs do you like? And my mom just starts rattling off all these Ricky Van Shelton songs that she loves of his. And I was just like, standing there kind of going, wow, I didn't even know about this. So it was a really, really cool moment. So my mom got to hang out with Ricky Van Shelton. Everybody got pictures taken. It was a fun night. And those are the kind of things that are always good about being in this business, when you can have these opportunities to, I can bring my mom in to do stuff, or my dad, to meet people that he wants to meet. My parents, for the longest time, when they had their apartment out in Garden Grove, their whole wall was just basically photos of them with celebrities, with Emmylou Harris and Jerry Lee Lewis and whatnot. So they had like this whole wall of fame that they had in their house. Anyways, getting back to that, Ricky Van Shelton, Debbie had asked for the song last night, and she put it on as a request. And like I said, I was really into his stuff for a long time. I'm going to try to do this for her right now. Walk away, leave with my blessings. Once in a while, let me hear from you. If we never meet again before this life is over, I'll leave this world loving you. You can take everything but my memories. They're the good ones, and they'll see me through. If we never meet again, I'll love you forever. I'll leave this world loving you. You're mine for a time, and I'm thankful for the life will be so lonesome without you. If we never meet again this side of heaven, oh, I'll leave this world loving you. I'll leave this world loving you. Something like that. I can't remember it all that well. That wasn't one of the ones that I used to do all the time. There were the few other ones that I did of his that I liked. And it wasn't even his song. He used to do from a jack to a king, from loneliness to a wedding ring. I played that ace and I won the queen. Baby, keep your heart. From a jack to a king, with no regrets I stacked the cards. cards last night. Lady luck played her hand just right and made me think of your heart. Oh, just a little while, I thought that I might lose the game. Just in time I saw the twinkle in her eyes. From a jack to a king, from loneliness to a wedding ring, I played that ace and I won the queen. Made me king of your heart. I played that ace and I won the queen. Made me king of your heart. Anyways, Ricky Van Shelton, that goes out to Debbie. I'm going to have a little swig of this. I don't know what's going on with me. I got to wake up here on my voice. But I'm not singing as well as I'd like to. Anyways, yeah, that's a really good song. If we never meet again this side of heaven, oh, I'll leave this world loving you. Oh, I'll leave this world loving you. Okay, I'm supposed to play Roy Portier says, dedicate to Gabby for her birthday last week. He wants to hear your Peggy Sue. If you knew Peggy Sue, then you'll know why I flew my baby. I'm Peggy Sue, and I love you, gal, yes, so won't you, Peggy Sue? I love you, Peggy Sue, with a love so rare and true, baby. I'm Peggy Sue, and I love you, gal, yes, so won't you, Peggy Sue? Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue, oh baby. I'm Peggy Sue, and I love you, gal, yes, so won't you, Peggy Sue? Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue, oh baby. I'm Peggy Sue, and I love you, gal, yes, I want you, Peggy Sue. I love you, Peggy Sue, with a love so rare and true, oh Peggy. My Peggy Sue, and I love you, gal, I want you, Peggy Sue. And I love you, gal, and I want you, Peggy Sue. It goes out to Gabby from Roy. Roy, do you have a coffee tubruk right now? I hope so. Man, I gotta get the cobwebs out of here. I'm telling you. These Thursday shows are always tough on me because I gotta get up and try to wake up and get all that happening. And you're all alone and blue. I got a request play Turnaround. Oh, wait a second. I'm not sure which Turnaround this is. My brother has a song called Turn Around, right? Turn around, and I'll be there. I wonder if that's the songs he's asking for. I'm thinking it might be the Carl Perkins song. Speaking of Carl Perkins, hey, my cousin Alex is on. Hey, cuz, what's up? Okay, brain fart. What was I at? Oh, yeah, Carl Perkins. W.S. Holland passed away yesterday. W.S. Holland was the drummer for Johnny Cash in the Tennessee Three. He was first started off with Carl Perkins. He was the drummer for Carl Perkins back maybe as early as '54. Anyways, he passed away yesterday at 85 years old. And he stayed active all the way up to the end. And I know I knew we called him Fluke. That was his sort of his nickname. And a lot of records it says W.S. Fluke Holland. And growing up as a kid, being from Holland, I would see the name. Go, hey, this guy's last name is Holland. So I always kind of sort of paid attention to that, And then years later, I did a show with Johnny Cash at the what was the name of that club? House of Blues in Hollywood. And that was the first time I think that might have been the first time I met Fluke, W.S. Holland. That was probably about 90, I think that was in the 90s sometime, probably about 97. Anyways, and then over the years, I ended up working with him, I played with him. I got a call from Dave Rowe, who was the bass player was the last bass player that Johnny had. Marshall Grant was the original bass player for Johnny Cash, and he was with him all the way through his career until he kind of sort of retired, and then he passed away. And then Dave Rowe became the bass player for Johnny Cash, which is a whole other story too, because I actually got the call to go and play bass for Johnny Cash, and I did not know that it was for Johnny Cash. But I was asked to come to Nashville with my upright bass, and I said, well, what's it for? They said, we can't really tell you. It was Bob Moore that called me. Bob Moore was a very famous bass player who's still alive. Anyways, that's a whole other story. But Dave Rowe calls me one day, this is a few years ago, and said to me, hey, Jimmy, can you maybe sub this gig with W.S. Holland? He's got to do a gig in Tennessee. And I said, man, I'm not even in Tennessee right now. I said, I'm out in California. He says, man, he goes, if I can fly you out and and pay you the money they were going to pay me to do it, would you just sub it for me? I really got an important thing I got to do. So I ended up flying out there and doing it. And we played some small town in Tennessee. I couldn't even tell you what it was called now. I flew out and then drove out to this gig in the middle of nowhere, and W.S. Holland was there. We played, and I think the last time I might have seen him was at the Ameripolitan Awards. That was a couple years ago when I went up to play a song on the awards show. I was one of the people to do a musical section, and I think Baby Let's Play House might have been the song I did, and Fluke was up there. It was Fluke and a bunch of other cats up there doing it too. I'm trying to remember who else was up there. But anyways, Fluke was a cool guy. A few years before that, I had to present him with the Founder of the Sound award at the Ameripolitan Awards show. And they had me go out there and basically talk about Fluke, do this whole thing, and then present the award to him. So I went into this whole spiel, kind of like what I do when I'm here, when I start talking about things. And I went into this whole thing about how W.S. Holland was an influential guy and the whole start of rock and roll, with his drumming. He was a left-handed drummer that didn't really know how to set up a drum set, so he kind of just played open hand style, and it was unorthodox. But you know, he really wasn't a drummer. Really, I mean, he sort of kind of was a guy that owned a drum set, sort of a guy. You know, I don't know exactly how he ended up with a drum set, but originally what happened was Carl Perkins was sending letters to Sam Phillips at Sun Records about recording, and Sam finally said, "Okay, come on down with the band, and why don't you audition for us?" So Carl was going down there. They didn't really necessarily have a drummer back then, but he knew W.S. Holland because he also lived in Jackson, Tennessee, and asked him if he would come play drums because W.S. Holland was more like a gearhead guy. He was a car mechanic, and he owned a Cadillac, and he drove around in a Cadillac. And Carl Perkins wanted to show up at Sun Records in a Cadillac, so he brought W.S. Holland along to play drums. So you can say, "Hey, this is my drummer," and we pulled up in a Cadillac. So that's why his name was Fluke, because all these things happened to him. It's just the fluke that he ended up in that band, and then he was with Carl Perkins all those early years. You see him on the TV shows. If you watch those old things, Perry Como show and different things, when you see Carl Perkins performing. And then I think about 1960 or 61, he ended up joining up with Johnny Cash, and then he was in Johnny Cash's band for the rest of the time. Here's a guy that was into boat racing and doing all kinds of other things, and he just kind of fell into his lap. So that's why they called him Fluke. Anyways, we went to see him. Me and Eddie Perez went out to his house back in the late 90s out in Jackson, and we hung out with him all day. And he said to us before we left, he says, "Hey, if you guys want to see where Carl Perkins really started playing originally before he even knew what he was doing, there was a little juke joint," he said, "that they used to play at, and it wasn't even a juke joint, it was more like a speakeasy where you'd put like your bottle in a paper sack and go there and drink and listen to the music." He says, "It's a lawnmower shop now." He says, "So if you drive over there," he says, "just jump over the fence and look through the window, and you'll see in the corner there's a little stage. That thing is still in there." So when we left Fluke's house, we drove by and we looked in that window and saw that little stage. He told us that's where it all started, man. That's where Carl Perkins and his brothers used to play. And that's where they kind of honed their thing before they went to Sun Records. That's where they were playing. Anyways, we're going to miss Fluke because he was a very, very big personality. Just like his personality was big, and the way he would talk, he was a really good storyteller as well. I mean, I'm not saying as well like I'm a good storyteller, but he was a good storyteller. When I had to give him that award at the Ameripolitans after the award show was over. So I say all this stuff, and then I say, "Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for W.S. Holland." And he comes up. I like to present this award to him, I say. And then he comes up, and I hand him the award. And then he talks. He talked for a little while. So after the award show, at the end of the night, when everybody was done, everybody was taking pictures, hanging out, having drinks, and Fluke come over to me, and he goes, "Man," he goes, "that was some great story you were up there telling." He goes, "I was watching it," he said, "and you were talking, he goes, and I thought, man," he goes, "I didn't know at one point who you were talking about." He said, "I got so engaged in the story." You know, this is the kind of personality that he has. I was like, "My God, who is this? Who is this great guy?" Because I was saying a lot of nice things about him, and he was kind of sort of making a joke that I kind of blew him up so big before he had to go pick up this award. But I was just saying all this really nice stuff about him, and you know, it was all true. But when he saw me, his reaction was like, "Man, whoever you were talking about, that was wonderful the way you were talking about this guy." But he said, "I didn't even figure out at that one point, I didn't realize that you were talking about me till you brought me up." So it was pretty cool, and I was pretty honored that I got to do that with him, and also the little gigs that I got to play with him. Anyways, he's gone. He was the last of the Tennessee Three. Marshall Grant was the bass player, and Luther Perkins was the guitar player, and they are both gone. And now flute's gone, so all of them are gone now, folks. Let's do a. At my door, the leaves are falling. The cold wild wind moves on. Sweethearts walk by together, and I still miss someone. I go out on a party and try and have a little fun, but I find a darkened corner, 'cause I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere, and I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we'd begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. Yeah, I still miss someone. Well, I still miss someone. Was that to you, Fluke? Rest in peace, buddy. Yeah. Turn around. When you're all alone and blue, and the world look down on you, turn around. I'll be following you. When you feel that love has gone, and you realize you're wrong, turn around. I'll be following you. Turn around, I'll be waiting behind you. When the love that's real never dies. If you feel that love will last, and you like to live your past, turn around, I'll be following you. Yeah, turn around, I'll be following you. Carl Perkins song. I figured out we would do that since Fluke played with him. Carl told me one day, was with Rosie, because Rosie had recorded that on her first album, and he came over to us and he said, "Man, that really touches my heart that you recorded that song. 'Cause that's the first song I recorded at Sun Records." And he was pretty proud, because everybody else had basically done blue suede shoes and everything else, and basically did that kind of stuff, for the longest time. All kind of his fast things. So he was pretty grateful that Rosie had cut that. Cindy Chen is with us right now. Cindy, are you at work and you're just hanging out? Karen Crumpton is on with us too, and I think she's in town. She came out here and was hanging out with some of her buddies, I think in Newport Beach, something like that. Will White says, "Thanks for the entertainment." Now I'm going to send one out to Will before he goes. He probably needs to take off and do stuff. I left my home, Norwalk, Virginia, California, on my mind. Right on into rehab, rolling in Raleigh, on the cross Carolina. Had a load of trouble turning to the struggle went down in Alabama. And the hound was down, left us all stranded in downtown of Birmingham. Right away upon me, a creek train, kicked right across Mississippi plain. tell me at least in town. I got an uncle there who cares a little about me and he won't let the poor boy down. Well, sure, you can go buy me a 7-6-foot luggage in my hand. Wind up high over Albuquerque in a jet to the promised land. Working on a T-bone stick, I gotta find over to the Gold State. When the pilot pulled us in 13 minutes, he was in his at the terminal gate. Steamboat chariot come down, easy taxi to the terminal zone. Cut your engines, cool your wings, and let me make it to the telephone. Los Angeles, you know from Virginia down on a boat 1009. This is the promised land called in the pool along the line. Well, sure, you fall, find me a 7-6-foot luggage in my hand. Wind up high over Albuquerque in a jet to the promised land. Working on the T-bone stick, I gotta find over to the Gold State. When the pilot pulled us for 13 minutes, he was there at the terminal gate. Steamboat chariot come down, easy taxi to the terminal zone. Cut your engines, cool your wings, and let me make it to the phone. Los Angeles, coming up from Virginia down on a boat 1009. This is the promised land called in the pool. Tell them folks back home, this is the promised land called. Oh, boys on the line. All right, that goes out to you, Will. Have a great day, buddy. Will from Round Rock, Texas. We're supposed to do Working Man Blues for Donna Schaefer. Well, it's a big job getting by with 9 kids and a wife. Well, I've been working, man, damn near all my life. Keep on working. Well, long as my hands fit to you. I drink a little beer in a tavern and sing a little bit of these working man blues. I keep my nose on the grindstone, work hard every day. Might get a little tired in the weekends after I've drawn pay. I keep working. Come on in the morning, I'm right back with the crew. I drink a little beer in a tavern and I sing a little bit of these working man blues. Sometimes I think about leaving, do a little bumming around. I just throw my bills out the window, take a train to another town. I keep working. Gotta buy my kids a brand new pair of shoes. Oh yeah. I drink a little beer in a tavern. I drink a little beer in a tavern and I sing a little bit of these working man blues. Cause that's you, Donna Schaefer. I think you're working today, aren't you? That's probably what's up. I'm supposed to do another Ron Eggert song here too. If I left it up to you, Gabby, you made plans to leave 1,000 times I know, and 1,000 times I should have let you go. But each time I always beg you back somehow. If I left it up to you, it'd all be over now. It'd all be over used to spending all my nights alone. Wish I'd found a way to let you go somehow. If I left it up to you, let it all be over now. That's for you, Gabby. Will Richards is asked for, hey, Becky Brewington is on with us today. How's you doing out there in Florida? You getting any bad weather? I hope you made it through the storm and everything good. I guess you did, because you're on with us right now. What was that? What did I say I was just going to do? Phew. Okay. Well, I got to play Your Cheating Heart for Hillary Goldring in England. Let's play something for Hillary out there. Let's see. Your cheating heart will make you weep. You cry and cry. Your cheating heart will make you weep. You cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart, I will attend on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you toss around, you're welcome, Will, and I call my name. You're gonna walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart, I will tell on you. Your cheating heart, I will find someday, and pray for love you threw away. By the time will come when you'll be blue. Your cheating heart, I will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you toss around and I call my name. You're gonna walk the floor the way I do. Hey, your cheating heart, I will attend on you. Your cheating heart, I will attend on you. Goes out to you, Hillary. I hope everything's good for you out there in England. And boy, Hillary used to fly different places to go see the Mavericks or to go see us, and that was really, really cool. Manuela Blue, all right. Nice to see you, Manuela Blue. I hope you're doing okay, dear. I know you work very, very hard, and you're always out running around, taking care of everybody. And on your regular gig, it's I know it's a tough thing. You go see your mom, and you're a good gal to do all that stuff, you know. Somebody had asked for let's see here. Last kiss. Where is it? Let's see. I don't know. It's over here. Last kiss. Anna Marie Feldman has asked for a last kiss. You know, that's that car kind of a song about the guy and the girl, and they crash the song. Who crashes the car and she dies. Pretty sad song. Where, oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. He's gone to heaven, so I got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this old world. We were out on a date in my daddy's car. We didn't go very far. There on the road, straight ahead, the car was stalled, his engine was dead. I couldn't stop, so I swerved to the right. Never forget the sound that night, the screaming tires, the busted glass, the painful scream I heard at last. Where, oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. When I woke up, rain was pouring down. There were people standing all around. Something warm running in my eyes. How can I find my baby that night? I lifted her head, she looked at me and said, hold me, darling, just hold me tight. I held her close and I kissed her our last kiss. I found a love that I knew I would miss. But now she's gone, even though I hold her tight. I lost my love, my girl, that night. Where, oh, where can my baby be? The world took her, the Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. Oh, 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 oh. It's for Anna Marie Feldman. Judy Ann Blake is on with us. Oh, good old Judy. Judy is around for so many years, going to all these gigs. Judy's a person that would go to shows, but she would take the bus all the way from like maybe Santa Monica all the way to Hollywood or wherever she needed to go. She was a dedicated person to go out and see music, and she was a huge fan of all the early stuff, all the really great bands that used to play in LA. You'd always see Judy at those shows. Anna Marie, I hope that was okay. I don't know that song all that good, but that one got played a lot on KRLA, you know. I think Hugh Scott wanted to hear Teardrops Are Falling. I know my voice is good for that right now. Teardrops are falling out my eyes. Kind of have like a little bit of hazy thing going on in my voice today, so I don't know if that thing would, if I would sound good singing that. Maybe I won't do that one, but okay. Angel asks for True Love Ways. I did that for Robert the other night too. Let's try that. Hey, my cousin Frankie is on. Hey Frank, what is up? Good to see you on here. Let me do this song for Angel, and then we'll get back to the program. I gotta do something you can't buy for Ernie Vasquez. I see that on here too. Just you know why you and I will by and by no true love ways. our true love ways will bring us joys to share for those who really care. Sometimes we'll cry, sometimes we'll sigh, and we'll know why. Just you and I know true love ways. Goes out to you, Angel. That's Big Sandy's mama. All right. Well, that's good. I'm glad I could do that for her. I was supposed to do Walk With Me for Will Richards. Let me do an up-tempo one first, and then I'll go into that. Trisha Lou Ryan wants to hear Never Gonna Let You Go. And Tina Dolding wants to hear My Heart Is Aching For You. Let me see if I can do those two maybe in order, right next to each other. See what happens. This one's for Tina. She wants to hear My Heart Is Aching, and Trisha Lou wants to hear Never Gonna Let You Go. Two of my songs. My heart is aching for you, and it can't be controlled, 'cause all I know is I love you, wanna make you my own. My heart is aching for you, and it's plain to see how that you're the only girl in this whole wide world for me. It's gonna be so nice, me loving you right. I don't want to think of anyone else tonight. My heart is aching for you, and it's plain to see how that you're the only girl for me. It's gonna be so nice, me loving you right. I don't want to think of anyone else tonight. My heart is aching for you, and it's plain to see how that you're the only girl for me. Yeah, you're the only girl for me. This for Trisha Lou. Well, you say you really love me, you're never gonna leave me, and if you don't deceive me, you better best believe me now, baby, I'm never gonna let you go. When you get in trouble, floating on a bubble, stepping in a puddle, boy, you're for the cutter now, baby, I'm never gonna let you go. Now some guys just can't see what I see when you come walking by. Every step you take makes my whole heart break. Girl, you drive me wild, I'm burning with desire, the way that you aspire. I'm walking on a wire, set my soul on fire now, baby, I'm never gonna let you go. Come on now. Now some guys just can't see what I see when you come walking by. Every step you take makes my whole heart break. Girl, you drive me wild, I like the way you please me when you wanna squeeze me. Girl, the way you tease me, you're making it so easy now, baby, I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Trisha Lou. Thank you, Trisha Lou, for that. Appreciate that. Let's do Walk With Me for Will Richards. Walk with me, walk with me. I'm asking you to walk with me. I was blind for such a long time. Been misled so many ways. I couldn't find my strength and courage. I was alone, oh, so afraid. I got down on my knees and I cried out in a voice that I never known, shouting, Lord, help me. I've got no one to count on, and I just can't make it on my own. Walk with me, yeah, walk with me. Lord, I'm calling, please hear my plea. I've been lost in the darkness, now I'm longing to see. So walk with me, yeah, walk with me. Lord, I'm asking you to walk with me. Walk with me, walk with me. I'm asking you to walk with me. Once I had all the worldly pleasures devised by Satan's scheme. I retired my greedy intentions to revive selfish needs. That's when the darkness, it came upon me, and my soul fell in despair. That's when I looked straight up, crying out to heaven, asking Jesus, will you hear my prayer and walk with me? Yeah, walk with me. Lord, I'm calling, please hear my plea. I've been lost in the darkness, now I'm longing to see. So walk with me, yeah, walk with me. Lord, I'm asking you to walk with me. Goes out to you, Will. Thanks for that, man. I appreciate it. Something you can't buy. I'm supposed to play that. Bernie Vasquez. You can buy you a house with a big shiny car. You can go without, but you won't get too far till you find someone to see you through. Someone to tell you it's alright. And when you get back what you give in, love is something you can't buy. You can wear those fancy clothes, all those diamond rings. You can go where you go, but it won't mean a thing till you find someone to see you through. Someone to tell you it's alright. And when you get back what you give in, that to you, Ernie Vasquez. I was supposed to do a song. I don't want to forget anybody on here, man. There's so many people on here that I'm thinking, trying to get songs. And Sandy Harris has asked for, "Hey, Leanne, good to see you, hon. Thanks for joining in. I hope you're not getting too much smoke. You're in a kind of same neighborhood that I am here in Monrovia. I said you could come on here. Good to see you. Hope all's good with you and the family." Leanne used to come see us all the time when we played at the Blue Cafe. Not the Blue Cafe. The what's it called? Arcadia Blues Club. That's what it was. And she'd come, and her friends, and her mama. It was great. I think her sister used to come. It was fun. We had a good time. Leanne, great to see you, dear. Glad you're on here. Sandy Harris has asked to dedicate this song to Mario and Karina in Steinbach, Germany. They had been working very, very, very hard. They own one of these places where they take care of the older people, and they're really, really, it's a wonderful, wonderful when people do that kind of service, you know, for the older folks. It's kind of a thankless job, and I'm glad that they're you know, they're doing that, and so they own this facility, and now they're just doing a lot of work, and it's been really hard with COVID stuff. So they've had a hard time being able to watch the show, but I'm sure they're watching right now. I think Mario might have been on earlier. I'm going to send this out to them here. She wanted me to send them out Mountain of Love. I feel such a doggone pity. Teardrops falling down the mountainside. Many times I've been there, many times I've cried. Used to be so happy when we were in love, high on a mountain of love. Night after night I've been standing here alone, weeping my heart out of cold brick dawn. Chance that I'll get a glimpse of you, trying hard to find you somewhere in the world, high on a mountain of love. Mountain of love, mountain of love, you should be ashamed. Used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. Way down below there's a 500,000 people. Somewhere there's a church with a great tall steeple. Inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing, it should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely here up above, high on a mountain of love. Mountain of love, the mountain of love, you should be ashamed. There's a church with a great tall steeple. Inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing, it should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely here up above, high on a mountain of love, high on a mountain of love, high on a mountain of love. Sandy out to Mario and Corina. That's really, really cool. Tina Dolding has asked for I Can Help by Billy Swan. If you got a problem, don't care what it is, give me a hand, I can show you this. I can help. I got two strong arms, I can help. It would sure do me good to do Lord, do me good, do you good, let me help. Alright, that goes out to Tina. Right, was that for Tina? Tina, let's see here. I can help. Yeah, Tina Dolding. Thanks for asking for that, Tina. You know, Billy's one of my best buddies. He's one of my best friends. And we had a band together for a while with Harry Dean Stanton back in the late 80s, early 90s. And Billy lives in Nashville now. And when I was, my house is in Nashville. And when I was there before I came out here to take care of my folks, me and Billy would, once a week, we would get together, we would have dinner, and then we'd watch some westerns, old westerns. We'd like to do that. And I really miss hanging out with him. But usually when I go back, we always see each other, and we'll do that. But now I haven't been back to Nashville since the COVID-19 thing, so it's been the longest I've ever gone without being in Nashville. Because the last time I was there was February. Anyways, thanks for asking for that. Will, I think Will just came on and said Elvis recorded that. Yeah, Elvis did a version of that as well. And Billy told me that when Elvis covered it, Elvis invited him to Las Vegas for the show. And I guess in the middle of the show, Billy said that Elvis said, "Hey, I'm gonna do my new song that's out right now. I Can Help," and he sang it. But before he did, he said, "Hey, Billy Swan's in the audience," and he got Billy to stand up. Billy went backstage afterwards and was back there with Elvis, and they were talking about, you know, the old days and this and that. Because Billy originally, when he came out to Memphis, he ended up renting a room from Elvis's uncle. His Uncle Travis, and Elvis had a cousin Billy Smith, and he went into the service, and while he was in the service, Billy was renting the room. And so when Billy Smith came back, they were buddies and hanging out, and he used to go to the roller rink, all night parties with Elvis, and when they go to you know, when the amusement park stuff that they used to do, he went to those. And then, you know, he was kind of a kid, and he was around. Elvis knew who he was. And then later he ends up writing that song, and then it becomes a hit for him, and then Elvis recorded it again too. So they kind of came full circle. When I did Mountain of Love earlier, I should have sent it out also to my cousin Frank, because I remember when I used to do that song back in the 80s, and Frank was coming to those shows back then. He was always a good supporter. I appreciate that, cuz. Anyways, where was I taking this? I know somebody said it's Bruce Springsteen's birthday, and oh, I know, Lars had asked for a Bruce Springsteen song, Sherry Darling. I don't. Is that Sherry Darling? I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I had to move my friend yesterday because of the fires, so I didn't have that much time to kind of research that stuff. But Bruce is 71 now. I was at Bruce's 45th birthday party at his house. This is when he was living out in California here in Beverly Hills, and I went to that. He invited me to come, and him and Patty, you know, they would invite me. During that time, I was going to the Christmas parties, I'd go to birthday parties. I was always over there for if there was anything going on. So even though I wasn't really like versed in Springsteen music, we still were friends, you know. I mean, he kind of dug what I was doing, and I was always in awe of him because of everything that he had done, and seen him in concert and stuff. But we'd always have fun on his birthday. When he'd have the parties at the house. This is before he moved back to Freehold, or you know, I don't know if he went back to Freehold. He had a house, I'm trying to remember the neighborhood. He bought kind of a nice house out there in a really nice part of Jersey. But when he was out here, I got to see him, you know, quite a bit. He'd come to my shows, and If he'd have a show, I would go to the, Staples Center or something like that. I could go to that. They would always invite me to hang out. But at his birthday parties, we would, his mom would come out, and so would his aunt. They were twins, and they used to like to dance, kind of like old style swing dance. And so everybody was at that party. It wasn't a lot of people at that party. It was very, very kind of selective. Mostly kind of like celebrity people would be at these parties, like Tom Hanks and Jackson Brown and Danny DeVito and his wife. It was always kind of the same people, Sting. And they would invite me, and I would go and hang out. But I would dance with, me and Bruce, we would get out there. He'd put on these, we just put the stereo on and just start playing records, and we would just get out there and dance and have fun. And when he put on the kind of swingy stuff, I would dance with his mom and his aunt. I'd take turns of dancing with one and the other, and they loved it because they liked that old style dancing. So it was a lot of fun. Anyways, happy birthday, Bruce. It's been a while since I've seen him, and the last time I really actually ran into Bruce Springsteen was in England at the, what was the name of that show? I don't know. There was a show that I was on with Fogerty, and Bruce was a headliner on it, and that was the last time we got to see each other. Let's see. Sylvia Smith wants to hear "To Be As One." Let's see, what else? Let me see the dedications. I want to make sure that I get all the dedications done here. Christine Stolzer, sending lots of love and greetings from Munich, Germany, to you and the family. All right. Well, I got to do Sinner's Prayer also for Gabby. So let's do Sinner's Prayer, since that's kind of a, I wouldn't necessarily say it's really a gospel song, but it's sort of a religious song. And then we're supposed to do Remember Me, or where's Remember Me on here? I thought there was a thing. Oh, Remember Me here. Marianne Fink, dedicated to James, Veronica, and Donna Schaefer, who will be doing the Alzheimer Walk on 9/26. That's in a couple of days. So Marianne Fink is dedicating Remember Me. Okay, let me grab the other guitar. I think before I do that, I'm going to do an up one here. Send this one out to my cousins. If my cousins are all this one. Send me the pillow that you dream on. Don't you know that I still care for you? Oh, send me the pillow that you dream on. So, darling, I can dream on it too. Each night while I'm sleeping, oh so lonely, I'll share your loving dreams that once were true. Send me the pillow that you dream on. So, darling, I can dream on it too. I've waited so long for you to write me, but just a memory is all that's left for me. Send me the pillow that you dream on. So, darling, I can dream on it too. So, darling, I can dream on it too. Song like "Send Me the Pillow." It reminds us all of hanging out at my uncle's house in the rumpus room, the stereo playing, or my dad singing, or us just hanging out. Just really, 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 really great times. I'm supposed to play a song called Judy for think this was a dedication from Roy Portier. Roy Portier dedicates to Gabby for her birthday last week. You guys are late on Gabby's birthday, folks. They say you found, oh Judy, oh let our sweet love, let our sweet love, weather and die like rose in the fall. Let's see if I can do this here. I know I'm supposed to do a couple other Elvis songs here. I'm supposed to do some for Eileen, right? Don't. And what else was I supposed to play for Eileen? Eileen Phelan Lafata, because it's so fun. Oh, she wants me to do Don't again, because I was cracking up the other day. I couldn't get through it, man. I don't know if all this is going to be any worse or better today, but let me do this here Judy song first for Roy Portier, for Gabby. It's a dedication to her. They say you found somebody new whose love will always be true. I don't know what it is to be alone. That's why I'm glad to know you're gone. Oh, Judy, don't let our sweet love wither and die like flowers in the fall. Oh, oh, Judy, don't you know it's you I love most of all? Oh, please, come back, I promise always it will be true. Oh, Judy, there'll never be anyone else but you. Oh, Judy, there'll never be anyone else but you. It goes out to Gabby from Roy. Eileen, what else did you ask for? Did you ask for something else? Make sure I get all these. Oh, I got to do Remember Me. Let me do that. God, I just want to do up stuff right now. I feel like we should be doing up material. Okay. Remember Me. This is the dedication from Marianne Fink for the Alzheimer's walk this weekend, or this, 26th. If you want to know more about it, go to Veronica's page, or Donna Schaefer, and they probably will see all the information for that. Whenever I dream in the darkness of night, whenever I see through the mystic light, whenever I wonder where you might be, I hope that you will remember me if you should awake from all precious things. I will be waiting here for the hope that you bring, and if you never return from the distant sea, I hope that you will remember me. and all of my days, all of my nights, I will be faithful to your memory till I die. And if it should be, I'll stand by your side. If heaven be my fate, heaven be my fate. Whatever I find in these troubled days, whatever I learn as I go my way, whatever I do that will set me free, I hope that you will remember me. I hope that you will remember me. I hope that you still remember me. I know there's a lot of people on here that have been through this situation with Alzheimer's. I personally myself have with my dad, and that's what he passed away from. And it's an awful disease to have, and to see people that you care about start to lose their memory and start to lose their wits. It's a heavy time, and same thing for Veronica. It's happened to Veronica and probably Donna as well. So let's just think good thoughts that someday we'll see those people back. And thanks for the Remember Me dedication. That's very, very, very cool of you to do, Marianne Fink. Thank you so much. And there's a lot of people that we've all lost here. Cousin Alex too lost his pop right after mine. I mean, literally. My Uncle Chris was at my dad's funeral. 2 months later, he passed away. So it's tough sometimes, but it's part of life, right? Here we are talking about Bruce Springsteen's birthday. We're talking about people passing away. We're talking about disease, like all these things that happen. So let's just try to be grateful for every day that we're here and try to do the best we can, everybody. And I really appreciate everybody being together, being on the page here, and us. Oh, Billy Bob says it happened to her mom too. So, when you know people and how funny they can be and how witty they are, and at the end when they lose all that, it's the saddest thing to have happen. Anyways, let's think good thoughts for all the people that have passed, and that hopefully we'll get to see them back again sometime. Our good friend Elma is on with us. Elma is probably watching from Texas. Good to see you on here, babe. That's really, really cool. Lars, I see that you're on here, and I'm sorry about the Springsteen Sherry Darling song. I'd have to take a look at that and look into that for you, buddy. But we did tell a Bruce Springsteen story. I have a few other Springsteen stories too. I could probably tell this one real quick here. When I met Bruce Springsteen, we came in. They had asked me if I was interested in playing in Bruce Springsteen's band, and they had asked for my phone number at a club one night, and first they just wanted to get my contact info, and I said okay, and then they called me. They said, look, we're trying to put a band together for Bruce, and we wanted to see if you might want to come and audition for it. You know, we're interested in you. We came to see you play. We think you would be maybe a good fit with Bruce. And they had, you know, I mean, they were auditioning a lot of people. And I said, well, I appreciate the offer, but no thanks. I'm not really interested in playing with Bruce Springsteen. And they were like, wow, you don't want to come in and audition? I said, no. And they said, okay, thank you. And then they got off the phone, and then like about 2 days later, I get a call from them. They said, well, we told Bruce that you turned down his audition. And he loved it, and he thought it was so cool. And he said, well, yeah, James Intveld has his own gig, and he does his own thing. And I couldn't believe that he actually knew who I was, and that he had been to one of my shows. I guess he snuck into the Cold Lingerie one night. He told me this later, you know, after we met. So when I came into so they said, well, come and meet with him. He really wants to meet with you. I said, well, I'll meet with him. And they said, we're trying to find a position that you'll want to. We're trying to figure out a way that you'll want to play with Bruce. Maybe you can just be like, Clarence Clemens is not going to be in the band, and so maybe you can be like the other guy on there, like you can sing harmony with him and play guitar and dress the way you do, like with your flannel and your jeans and your boots, and it would be a good little thing for him to work off of on stage, you know. And I said, I kind of just want to do my own thing, you know. And they said, well, will you come in? I said, absolutely, I'll come in. So I went in there and met with Bruce, and we hit it off pretty well right off the bat. You know, as more like two band leaders, not like a guy coming in trying out for a band. I was just there. I said I would meet, and you know, he's just happy to have me come in. So what went from being a 10-minute meeting kind of thing that we were supposed to do. Chris Shaver is on with us. That was my my neighbor from across the street in my house at Burbank. Chris, good to see you. I'm telling a little Springsteen story right now. So, where was I? Anyways, so I'm hanging out with Bruce, and we're talking about, you know, my band, his band, and then I told him the story about, you know, it's just about discovering who he was, you know. And I said, hey, Bruce, I gotta confess, man, you know. I had my brother. I had a friend in high school by the name of Mike Schnee, and he was like a huge fan of yours. And he used to come over to the house and tell my brother, Bruce Springsteen's better than Elvis. And I was like, what? Oh yeah, he's better than Elvis. And I said, no, he's not. So we had this argument all the time about, he would say Bruce Springsteen was good. I would say, nah, Bruce Springsteen sucks. Elvis is better. Bruce Springsteen is no good. Elvis is way better than Bruce. Anyways, I told the story to Bruce, and he just cracked up, man. He thought it was great because, you know, Bruce is a huge Elvis fan. So it was just kind of a fun little thing that I could say to him about my experience of when I first heard about Bruce Springsteen, and people were making a big deal out of him, and I kind of just told him how I didn't really care for him much at the beginning because of the fact that this friend of my brother's, Mike, loved him so much. But then I went and saw him at the Coliseum do the Born to Run. My friend Mariano said, you got to go see this guy, Bruce Springsteen. We went and saw him, and that whole place, you know, just watching him for 2.5, 3 hours, and just how he captured the audience, he blew me away. And I told him that as well, you know. So I said, hey man, hats off to you, Bruce. I said, you're a badass. But that's not how it started out. So he thought the story was great. And it was fun. It was fun telling him that. But we hit it off on a lot of different levels of a lot of the things we saw eye to eye, and so I miss him. You know, the fact that he moved back to New Jersey, and he told me that one of the last times he came to see me was at the Club Lingerie, and he said, "We're moving." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, look, the kids are getting older and they're gonna have to stay in a steady school, and all the grandparents are there. And he says, I got to move them over there. He goes, I don't want to go. I want to stay out in California, ride a motorcycle and hang out. Love the weather, and I just like being in Hollywood and going out to gigs. But he had to move, so he did. He did it for the kids, and that was it. That was kind of sort of the end of the hang, of us getting to hang out and stuff. It was fun while it lasted, though. That, like I said, that Bruce Springsteen's 45th birthday party. It seemed at the time, me and Bruce are basically 10 years apart, and so when he was 45, when he was turning 45, I was still 34 years old, gonna be turning 35, and so that was around that time. I was hanging out with him. He liked my old truck too. I used to drive an old 51 Chevy pickup, and he dug that, like my Indian motorcycle. We had a lot of things in common. All right, let me start looking at the list here of stuff that I'm supposed to do. Here, guitar I got on here. Is my friend Matt's on from Sweden? Let me know, Matt's, if you're on here. What needs to happen here? Sorry if I'm just got a little stall in the thing, start telling them stories. Sometimes it's better for me to play. Gabby has another song called Take Your Memories With You. I don't know that song. I've never even heard of it. Carolyn had a song on here too that she wanted that I don't know. Where is it? Whatever the song was, Carolyn, I don't know it. Let's see here. Here's one that I do know. I love you because you understand me. Mona wants to dedicate a song to Mom Ellen Intveld, which I think is a good idea, since my mom has been going through a lot of trouble with her skin and hot flashes, and she still has it going on. It's awful. She has this itching that happens. Something's going on with her immune system where she has all this trouble, and it's really not been pleasant for her. It's terrible to see her go through this all the time. So we'll do this song, I Love You Because. I love you because you understand, dear. Every single thing I try to do, you're always there to lend a helping hand, dear. I love you most of all because you're you. No matter what may be this time or season, I know your love will always be true. I love you for the way Love you, Mom. That to you from Mona. That was very, very sweet, Mama. Thanks for asking for that. Donna says, got a little motel time. Oh, I sit here on this stool, drink so much, I blew my cool. Now they're closing up the world I live on in. Well, I guess it's time to go. When at least they told me so. You know I'm going home. It's hotel time again. Well, hotel time again. I guess I'll put myself to bed. 'Cause I don't even know what town I'm in. Yeah, I'll find my way once more. That old number on the door. Then I'll be at home. It's hotel time again. You know I'm going home. It's motel time again. That's what Donna's shaking. Let me grab this other guitar here. Matt's. I don't know about this, Matt's. Matt's is on that. He wants to hear Any Way You Want Me. Any way you want me. Well, that's how I will be. I'll be as tame as a baby. Oh, wild as a raging sea. Any way you want me. Well, that's how I will be. In your hands, my heart is clay. Take and hold as you may. I'm what you make me, only to take me, and in your arms I will stay. Be a fool for the wise man. My darling, you hold the key. Any way you want me, well, that's how I will be. In your hands, my heart is clay. So take and roll as you may. I'm what you make me. You only to take me, and in your arms I will stay. Be a fool for a wise man. My darling, you hold the key. Any way you want me, well, that's how I will be. I will be. Something like that. That's Lars. Lars has every record that I've ever made, I think. Well, I don't know. Do you have the new one, Lars? Did you get that? Never Gonna Let You Go? Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to play. I'm supposed to play an Indonesian song somebody had asked me for. I'll send this out to all the Indos that are watching right now. Man. Oh, what is going on? Okay. Lars has got 2 copies of the record, he says. That's great, Lars. You rock, Lars. You're badass. Jilly, hey, I need a fix. Rough day at the office. Oh, my cousin Jill's on right now. She probably needs to hear this. Unforgettable. That's what you are. Unforgettable. Go near or far. Like a song of love that clings to me. Oh, how the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable. In every way and forevermore. That's how you stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Unforgettable. That's what you are. Unforgettable. Though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. Oh, how the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable. In every way and forevermore. That's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable can think that I am unforgettable too. We hope you have a better rest of the day, Jilly. I know you had a rough one today at work, but hopefully it gets better. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us today. That's great. That's my cousin Jill. Who's up in Tacoma, Washington. I was supposed to do that song "Don't" for Eileen. We're on this don't feel that way each time that I hold Lars. I was the one. He wants to hear that. Man, I got some crud going on here, man. It makes it hard for me to sing when that happens. Let me get this going. I tried to do this song "Don't" for Eileen last week for her Memphis Bike, and I just kept screwing it up. I mean, I have to forgive myself. Sometimes I'm up here, I just kind of show up and start playing and hope it There's no way for me to edit this, right? We're live, folks. Linda Jameson is on. Linda, my heart is aching for you, and it can't be controlled, 'cause all I know is I love you, wanna make you my own. That's for you, Linda. We did that earlier, but I just want to do a little piece of that. Yeah, a little whiskey. A lot of whiskey might fix that. I don't know. Anyways, Linda's on, and Linda's our old, good old friend, Linda Jemison, who used to own the Doll Hut, which is a little bar that we used to all play at in Anaheim, which we all miss greatly because we had some fun times in there. I'm telling you. Just a lot of great memories. Let me get back to this. Each time, each time. See, it's right in that. The credit's in the smoke. I didn't smoke anything. Each time that I hold you this way, don't feel that way. I'm looking at the poster that Vic made with Janie up in the corner with the bottle, and she looks like the bottle. This is a bottle of Jack, and she's feeding the Indian on the Indian logo. And everybody's smiling, having a good time on there. There's Harold Alexander with a Guinness in his hand, looking at me like, hey man. Kind of has a little bit of that kind of sort of a Bob Dylan kind of, I'm having a Guinness with you. kind of a thing. I don't know, this is not going to go away. I think I'm going to go, man, god dang it. Well, each time that okay, I want to do it. This is my, this will be this kind of I'm gonna limp through the song for you. Maybe I'll make it. Luca! Good time Charlie's got the blues. You know my heart keeps telling me Luca's gonna move back to the United States in 2023. We hope he comes back and is successful in Nashville with all our friends. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time, Luca's got the blues. Not too much longer, Luca. Are you back? Did you make it? Luca, are you oh, that's another Luca. That's Luca Polanca. Luca Polanca. You guys need to look up. Luca did a video of Crying Over You, and it's a beautiful video that he did. Anyways, Luca, I got some phlegm, Luca. You know how that goes. Luca's also an actor, he makes movies, and Luca Polanca. Wow. I love you too, brother. Thanks for being on here. Sometimes he gets mistaken for Robert De Niro. I don't know what it is. I don't know. You're talking to me. Oh, look at that. Mark Gamjagger's on too. That's a different Luca. Yes, that's the other Luca. They're both important people though. Luca. All right, man. Luca, you guys can look up that video. Hey, Luca, is that video still up? Luca is on there with another friend of ours, Peter Dobson. Peter Dobson's another actor friend who actually played Elvis in Forrest Gump. But he's in a shit ton of other movies as well. I forgot. This is the handsome Luca. I gotta forget. Sorry, buddy. Anyways, they did it, and they're dressed like Wham. And they're doing Crying Over You. I wonder if that video is still up. Maybe it is. Crying Over You by Luca Polanca and Peter Dobson. Don't, that's what you say each time that I hold you this way. When I feel like this and I want to kiss you, baby, don't say no. Leave my embrace, for here in my arms is your place. When the night goes cold and I want to hold you, baby, don't say don't. This is just a game I'm playing. If you think that I don't mean every word I'm saying, don't I'm your love and yours I will stay. This you can believe, I will never leave you. Heaven knows I won't. Baby, don't say don't. Was that to you, Eileen? I tried. Okay. Oh, I see. Since we're on that, Laura, since I didn't get to do your Bruce Springsteen song, I want to do you. I was the one who taught her to kiss the way she kisses you now, and you know the way she touches your cheek. Well, I taught her how. something like that. Okay. All right. Let's see what else I need to do here. I don't want to forget. I should just start from the top of the list. That would have been easier. Then I'd be singing Sinner's Prayer right now. But we don't want to do that right now, do we? Oh, I got to do, let's get started. Let's get started. 4. Tricia Lou, Mark Sayward, and Tina Golding wants to hear. Let's get started. Off the Have Faith record, I had missed some of the show. My dietitian called. Hey, my cousin Rinska's on. Let's see, maybe we'll do something for her here in a little bit too. What could we do? Oh, Rinska. I could probably do Love Calls, send it out to her and Keith. That would be good. Or a Hawaiian wedding song or something that she wants to hear. My cousin will let me know. I love playing for everybody. You guys, I love playing for y'all. Sorry when I don't know a song or 2 or 3. But I'll try to play them anyways. Oh, I was supposed to do an Indonesian song. Okay. Well, what was I going to do today? Oh, let's get started. Girl, you look just like an angel, but there's a devil in your eyes. Just one night, your sweet fire will be like a paradise. If you're gonna break my heart and gonna tear my world apart, let's get started. 'Cause I've lost, I've been forsaken. I've got, can't start on my own. Tossed off the bridge, broken again. 'Cause I've been lonely too long. That's what I get for looking at the feet. You're gonna break my heart and gonna tear my world apart. Let's get started. Well, I don't know where you're taking me. You got me under your spell. Tonight with you could be heaven. Without you it's gonna be hell. I should worry about tomorrow, but tomorrow it's so far away. 'Cause when there's pleasure, there is sorrow. But I won't think about the pain. If you're gonna break my heart and gonna tear my world apart, let's get started. Then I don't know where you're taking me. You got me under your spell. Tonight with you could be heaven. Without you it's gonna be hell. I should worry about tomorrow, but tomorrow it's so far away. 'Cause when there's pleasure, there is sorrow. But I won't think about the pain. If you're gonna break my heart, I'm gonna tear my world apart. Let's get started. Well, I don't know where you're taking me. Got me under your spell. Tonight with you could be heaven. without you it's gonna be hell. I should worry about tomorrow, but tomorrow it's so far away. 'Cause when there's pleasure, there is sorrow. I won't think about the pain. If you're gonna break my heart and gonna tear my world apart, let's get started. If you're gonna break my heart and gonna tear my world apart, like a facade, let's get started. Let's get started. Pretty baby, let's get started. Come on, baby, let's get started. Let's get started. All right, that goes out. Patricia Lou, Mark Silver, and Tina Golding. Now I'm going to do a little Indonesian song for Debbie Van Slice. And I think a couple other people asked for it. This goes out to all the Dutch Indos. Senja aku datang ke kotamu, lama nian tidak bertemu. Ingin diriku minggulan kembali, berjalan jalan begai tahun lalu. Sepanjang jalan kenangan kita selalu bergandeng tangan. Sepanjang jalan kenangan kau hidup diriku mesra. Hujan yang rintik-rintik di awal bulan itu menambah nikmatnya malam syahdu. Walau diriku kini telah berdua, dirimu pun tiada berbeda. Namun kenangan sepanjang jalan itu tak mungkin lepas dari ingatanku. Sepanjang jalan kenangan kita selalu bergandeng tangan. Sepanjang jalan kenangan kau hidup diriku mesra. Hujan yang rintik-rintik di awal bulan itu menambah nikmatnya malam syahdu. Hujan yang rintik-rintik di awal bulan itu menambah nikmatnya malam syahdu. Linggang-linggang kangkung di pinggir kali. Linggang-linggang kangkung di pinggir kali. Janganlah nona bermain mata, nanti aku cium sekali. Janganlah nona bermain mata, nanti aku cium sekali. Linggang, linggang, linggang kangkung, kangkung di pinggir kali. Linggang, linggang, linggang kangkung, kangkung di pinggir kali. Bukannya nona sanggup manis, bikin senyuman jadi gila. Bukannya nona sanggup manis, bikin senyuman jadi gila. Linggang, linggang, linggang kangkung, kangkung di pinggir kali. Linggang, linggang, linggang kangkung, kangkung di pinggir kali. Janganlah nona bermain mata, nanti aku cium sekali. Janganlah nona bermain mata, nanti aku cium sekali. Linggang, linggang kangkung, linggang, linggang kangkung, linggang, linggang kangkung. That goes out to Debbie and all the other Intvels. Goes out to Harold Alexander and all the other Dutch Intvels that are watching, Gabby, everybody. Play this for Lars. Well, on the day we met, we freely gave away our hearts and promised that we'd be as one and never part. But then you changed your mind, left me lonely and so blue. And now I lie awake this night and cry these words to you. On another sad old song, on and on about love gone wrong. I never thought that I'd miss someone, but I'm barely hanging on. Don't need another last goodbye, don't wanna see another romance die. Won't you give up one more try? I'm barely hanging on. Well, I tried to forget the way things used to be, but I'm still holding on, it's just misery. Oh, when I close my eyes, feel you in my arms again. And though it's only make-believe, I can't help to pretend. Only another sad old song, on and on about love gone wrong. Never thought that I'd miss someone, but I'm barely hanging on. Only another last goodbye, wanna see another romance die. Won't you give love one more try? Barely hanging on. Won't you give love one more try? Barely hanging on. Is that to you, Lars? Man, this ain't getting any better. Let's see. Man, I don't know what's going on with me. Okay. We haven't done anything for Jenny Harvey today. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time, and it's over, so they say. It'll rain a sunny day. I know I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sudden day. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sudden day. That goes out to Jenny Harvey. Let's do one for Nancy Peppers too. Well, I'm sitting there wanting with a matchbox hold my clothes. I'm sitting there wanting with a matchbox hold my clothes. I ain't got no matches, I got a long way to go. I'm a go, and I'm a long, long way from home. I'm a go, and I'm a long, long way from home. I'll never be happy, everything I ever did was wrong. Let me be your little dog, tell your big dog come. Yeah, let me be your little dog, let the big dog come. When a big dog gets here, show what that little puppy's done. I'm sitting in one little matchbox, hold my clothes. Yeah, I'm sitting in one little matchbox, hold my clothes. Ain't got no matches, I got a long way to go. If you don't like my peaches, honey, please don't shake my tree. Yeah, if you don't like my peaches, honey, please don't shake my tree. Tell your woman, gonna leave you here in misery. Yeah, I don't go home, I'm a long, long way from home. Yeah, we don't go home, I'm a long, long way from home. I'll never be happy, everything I ever did was wrong. Let me be a little dog, let the big dog come. Yeah, let me be a little dog, let the big dog come. When that big dog gets here, show me that little puppy's done. I'm sitting in one with a matchbox, hold my clothes. Yeah, I'm sitting in one with a matchbox, hold my clothes. Ain't got no matches, I got a long way to go. Is that to you, Nancy? Well, once here, you're going up, going down, going up, down, down, up, anywhere you want it to go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got you doing what you want me, baby, what you want me to do. We're going up, we're going down, going up, down, down, up, anywhere you want it to roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, baby, what you want me to do. We're going in, we're going out, we're going in, out, out, in, anywhere you want it to roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, baby, what you want me to do. Yeah, we're going up, we're going down, going up, down, down. what you want, baby, what you want me to do. Yeah, me doing what you want me, well, baby, what you want me to do. Supposed to do a Hawaiian wedding song for my cousin Rinska. I sang this at her wedding when I was, I don't know, 18 years old. This is the moment I've waited for. I can hear my heart singing. Soon bells will be ringing. This is a moment of sweet aloha. Promise me that you will leave me never. I will love you longer than forever. Here I am now, dear. All my love I vow, dear. Promise me that you will leave me never. I will love you longer than forever. Now that we are one, clouds won't hide the sun. Blue skies of Hawaii smile on this our wedding day. I do love you with all my kohaloha makamaipo. That's my cousin Rinska, who's been married 42 years, something like that, I believe. Been on the shoes, dungarees and jacket skirt. Now if you please, I'm not boogie, woogie, boogie, woogie, and boogie, woogie, country girl. That's what I mean, I'm a boogie, woogie, country girl. Now you dig that music, on beat the beat, rock and roll in, it's the me. Boogie, 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 country girl. What I mean, boogie, boogie, country girl. On a Saturday night, she goes down, plays down music, lets her hair hang down. I'm a boogie, 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 country girl. What I mean, my boogie, boogie, country girl. She's up there from on about 5:30. She'd like to go fishing just to keep you alive. My boogie, 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 country girl. What I mean, my boogie, boogie, country girl. Yeah, my knees started knocking. You know the joint started rocking. Yeah, my knees started knocking. Yeah, the joint started rocking. What I mean, my boogie, boogie, country girl. Well, the boogie, 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 country girl. What I mean, boogie, boogie, country girl. Cindy Smith dedicates the song "A Thing Called Love" to the J.I. family, who's always very supportive. Well, thank you, Cindy, for doing that. That's great. And we are thinking about Franz right now, too, and hope that he's hanging in there and doing okay, and that he's getting through it. We don't know. I haven't spoken to you in a little bit about it, so I'm hoping that he's doing better, and we'll all be thinking good thoughts for him. And I'm glad that everybody's on here, always trying to be supportive with each other. It's really, really a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. I also want to remind myself to remember to thank Carolyn for sending me the flowers. That was very sweet. Carolyn, and she sent me a crystal too, that when you put it in the window, it reflects like rainbows. So thank you, Carolyn, for sending that. She sent my mom a card as well. It was very sweet of you to do that, dear. Thank you so much. Let's see here. So Jenny Harvey wants to send a Tears Could Talk to Sandy, who's been a bright spot in her daily life, and in the recent months, she is so grateful to have Sandy. Yes, okay. Sorry, I had to just read that. Jenny Harvey dedicates If Tears Could Talk to Sandy Harris. It's been really a good friend to so many people. Especially people on this page, not even just in the world. She's just that kind of a giving person. And I'm so happy that Jenny is connected with Sandy as well, and so many other people have connected with each other. This is a great group, wonderful people on here. We're very, very fortunate that we all get to hang out together. I just wish we were all really in the same room. Hopefully someday that will happen. That's a very, very nice dedication to Sandy from Jenny. So I'm going to do a Tears Could Talk for her right now. And my cousin Rinsky just said, yeah, it's 42 years. I think it was in the summer, wasn't it? Did you guys get married in the summer? Must have just passed the 42 years for my cousin Rinska. Anyways, from Jenny Harvey to Sandy. Sandy Harris, If Tears Could Talk. If tears could talk, what tales they tell of broken dreams and loves that fail, of lonely streets like the ones I walk. Then you know the way I feel. If tears could talk, if tears could talk, oh, what would they say of the foolish schemes that lovers play when shown the pain of a broken heart? Then you know the way I feel. If tears could talk. Deep in the darkness, the shadows come calling. Echoes of lonely goodbyes are all that remain. I see the world as it passes by. All of your memories keep calling me back here. Again, again. If tears could talk, what would be known of undying faith, being all alone, and the hopeless shame of a love that's lost? Then you know the way I feel. If tears could talk, I hear the laughter of lovers out walking. I still remember the way you whispered my name. I wish that I had never known so much gladness. All of the memories keep calling me back here. Again, again. If tears could talk, what tales they tell of broken dreams and loves that fail, of lonely streets like the ones I walk. If tears could talk, if tears could talk, if tears could talk. That was from Jenny Harvey to Cindy. That's very, very sweet. The other dedication was Cindy Smith to the J.I. family for being so supportive, and I think that's great. I did this song for Cindy a while back. I gotta try to remember how it goes in. 6 foot 6 and on the road. I'll try it. Let's see, the lick goes. 6 foot 6, stood on the ground, weighed 235 pounds, but that's all the giant of a man brought down to his hard love. This kind of man who would gamble on luck, look you in the eye and never back up. I saw him crying like a little whip-up because of love. Can't see it with your eyes, hold it in your hands, like the winds that gutter our land, strong enough to rule the heart of every man. The thing called love. It can lift you up, it can put you down. It can put you down, take your world and turn it all around. Ever since time, nothing's ever been found that's stronger than love. That's what happens when I don't learn these songs again. Every time I have to do these shows, I have to go over this stuff before I play. So I know how it goes. Or else, I mean, not every song, but stuff like this. You know, they have lots of parts in it. 6 foot 6, stood on the ground, weighed 235 pounds, but I saw a giant of a man brought down to his knees by love. He was the kind of man who gambled on luck, look you in the eye and never back up. But I saw him crying like a little whip-up because of love. Can't see it with your eyes, hold it in your hands, like the winds that govern our land, strong enough to rule the heart of every man. Thing called love. It can lift you up, it can let you down, take your world and turn it all around. Ever since time, nothing's ever been found that's stronger than love. Like me, we worry and doubt, trouble in their mind day in and day out. Too busy a living to worry about a thing called love. And see a mother's tenderness as she holds her young to her breast, and I say, thank God this world's been blessed with a thing called love. Can't see it with your eyes, hold it in your hands, like the winds that govern our land, strong enough to rule the heart of every man. This thing called love. It can lift you up, it can let you down, take your world and turn it all around. Ever since time, nothing's ever been found Thank you, Cindy, for that. I did not have a chance to run that down. Everything that I had going on yesterday. When I don't get enough prepped and I'm just totally winging it. But anyway, I hope that was okay. Okay, let's see here. How are we doing for time? 19th hour yet. Everybody okay? Everybody hanging in there? You're welcome, Nancy Peppers. Yeah, okay. Let's see, what should we do here right now? I'm looking at this list to make sure that I got a lot of this stuff done on here. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing out on people. Let's see here. Yeah, not too bad. Looking at a lot of things here. Okay, let's do Rayvon. That's a good one. We should be doing that. Eileen, what was your other song, Eileen? I can't remember what it was. Listen to my voice. Donna Schaefer, I'm still here. Well, that's good, hon. I'm glad you are. I appreciate everybody hanging out. It's wonderful. You know, I wish everybody was just in the room. It would just be so much easier for me to kind of sort of work off of everybody, you know. It's a little bit more like when I'm in here, I can see stuff, and then I don't get to see us all doing stuff together. But Lars suggested to play I Can't Help Falling in Love, and I think that's a good one. And Gabby says Sinner's Prayer. Woo! Gabby. Okay, Gabby, we'll do this. Before I die, I want to tell the Lord I love Him. Before I go, I need to have some peace of mind. I'm gonna pray that I may be with all the others in that blessed eternal kingdom in the sky. I've lived a life of both hatred and frustration, and never proud of all the bad names that I've earned. And though I'm sorry for the pain I've caused my brothers, I don't expect any love here in return. For a sinner am I, and if I must die, Lord, please have sympathy on me. For when it's my time, if you'd be so kind to make room in heaven for me. I've never been one to walk the straight and narrow. I've caused despair to so many that I've known. But if you will, send a message to your angels and tell the folks that I won't be coming home. Oh dear Lord, please have mercy on this soldier. I'm just a man, and I must pay for what I've done. But if you find it in your heart to please forgive me. I'll be so thankful just to be a chosen one. For a sinner am I, and if I must die, Lord, please have sympathy on me. For when it's my time, if you'd be so kind to make room in heaven for me. I'm gonna get down on my knees, pray for forgiveness. I'm gonna sing joyful praises to my Lord. And when they take this empty shell to meet my Maker, please take my soul up above to heaven's door. For a sinner am I, and if I must die, Lord, please have sympathy on me. For when it's my time, if you'd be so kind to make room in heaven for me. Thank you, Gabby, for that. And I want to thank everybody else for being so supportive and being here. And thank you for letting us hang out, be here together, hang out. These are difficult times. They're not over. And hopefully just being able to have this group and us hanging out together is a bright spot in your lives. I know it is for me. Thanks, everybody. If I missed your request for your dedication, hit me up again, I'll do it for you. Sandy Steiner, how are you? Sandy Harris, you're welcome. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks for hanging out together. I know I didn't get everybody. I think I probably got a lot of them, but I didn't get them all. If I didn't get it, I owe you one. Which I don't mind because I like playing for you guys. So, anytime you need. Thank you, Carol Bruce, Eileen, Lisa Gist, Lars Peterson, Tina Golden, Ed Conway. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out. Roy, thank you, brother. Have a great show on Wednesday. Sidney Smith, Lona, Gabby, Will Richards, Mats, all my cousins that are out here. Thank you, Sean from home, Tracy Kreuzberg, Leanne, Donna Stoddard, David, happy birthday, buddy. If you need to believe in someone, Jimmy Harvey, believe in me. If you need to hold on to someone, hold on to me. If you can't find truth in anyone's word, your longing heart will keep nothing but hurt. Have faith, have faith, have special. If you need someone along with, I'll walk with you. If you need someone to stand with, I'll stand by you. If you're lost in this world that has hurt you so, and all hope runs out, there's nowhere to go. You can have faith, have faith, have faith in me. Yeah, you can have faith, have faith, have faith in me. Yeah, you can have faith, have faith, have faith in me. Yeah, you can have faith, have faith, have faith in me. Thank you, Trisha Lou. Y'all say goodnight to each other and good afternoon. Dorothy Reyes. Don't forget Dorothy has a new record out. Good night, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody out here. Y'all have faith and stay safe. Believe in yourself. And I'll see y'all on Monday. Y'all take care now. Be safe. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith in you. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith in me. Good night. God bless everybody. See you soon.